We are outside the ice here at Nationwide Arena, and we just had a chance to talk with the operations here after the Blue Jackets came off of practice.
Yeah, John Davidson, the new president of the Blue Jackets hockey operations, and I tell you what he brings is a lot of credibility, and he went in the locker room today and had a speech for the players and said, we're going to play hard, we're not going to be outworked, and that was his big message to players. And they got on the ice. They certainly played very hard as far as practicing. They had a lot of battle drills. They also, they spent about an hour or so just trying to find who's working well together. They're meshing. They're trying to figure out, who can play with who, because there's a lot of new pieces on the team. So what John Davidson brings is that credibility and trying to really motivate these players into doing what the St. Louis Blues did, which was go from a team that was at the bottom of the Western Conference to the top within a few years.
We had a chance to talk with Coach Richards. What did he have to say?
Well, he reinforced a lot of what Davidson had to say as far as, we're not going to be outworked. We're going to play defense first, keep the puck out of the net. And really, you really look at the squad. They are definitely a defense first kind of squad. As Davidson and Richards both said, this is going to be a team that scores a lot of goals by committee. They're not going to have that Rick Nash type of player who, can bring you 60, 70, 80 points in a year. They're going to have to find it from a number of players. Cam Atkinson, Ryan Johansson, R.J. Umberger. Those are all guys that can potentially give lots of points, but they're not going to blow you away with their numbers. So that was kind of the big message that Richards said. We're not going to be outworked. And really, they're just trying to find some chemistry between the different players, trying to find some of the different line combinations, and that's really all they only have 6 days to do so it's going to be a tough challenge for the coaching staff.
It's definitely going to be a tough challenge, and we also have half the players that we normally have. So we have some players on the bubble. What do you think about that? Yeah,
there's only about half the normal players they normally have for a training camp. You come to these training camps, you normally have 55 to 60 players. This year only 25. Certainly, I think that Matt Calvert and Boone Jenner are the two up front that are going to really have to battle, and you kind of saw them today, really getting into corners on those battle drills and really just trying to outwork each other. And I think it's great to see maybe some more individual battles, that these are the two guys up front that are going to have to fight for a job on the team. And Boone Jenner brings in a lot of good junior experience. He went with Canada to the World Junior Championships, did pretty well there. And you look at a guy like Matty Calvert, he's played at the NHL level before. He hasn't quite stuck around, but he's a good goal scorer, and it's going to be interesting. You have kind of contrasting styles with those two. Defensively, you have maybe a battle between Savard and Tim Eriksson. Eriksson's coming over from the Rangers on that Nash trade. Good young prospect. Savard's been in the organization for a while, so it's going to be interesting to see which of those two on the defense and between Jenner and Calvert, who gets that final spot.
Definitely. Well, it's going to be interesting here, trying to figure out the next season and the prospects. Be sure to stay with us all season long. I'm Catrina Padgett with Columbus Wired.